Welcome to the CWC Podcast with your host, David Selby, Justin Reed, and Andy Horton.
What's up, race fans? It's David Selby here with the Chuckwagon channel at the CWC Podcast. I know I had mentioned at the end of our last episode that we were not planning on having an episode until we get down to Clinton, Arkansas for the National Championship Chuckwagon Races. However, I did want to jump on and just make sure that for those of you that are following, that we kind of confirmed that we aren't having a full episode tonight, but I figured I might as well jump on, throw a couple of reminders out there, give just a little bit of news before we head down to Clinton. So it's just me tonight. I don't have my co-hosts, Andy Horton and Justin Reed, here with me. So it'll be brief, but I did want to cover a couple of things just to kind of segue right into next week, and there may be a couple of good updates here. Stick around for just a minute and I'll get into some news. Just wanted to remind everybody, go back and check out the last episode where we talked about all the different teams that are going to be competing this year in the National Championship Chuckwagon Races. We did go ahead and unveil all the different heats and all the players that will be in those races. Again, those races will be held 3 days, and that doesn't include the rookie race day, which would kind of be like your fourth day of racing to kind of kick off the weekend. But yeah, go check that out. It's maybe a little bit dry as we're kind of reading a lot of names, but if you get to the end of those last couple of divisions, we had a lot of really good conversations about who we feel like is going to bring home the buckle. So if nothing else, go and just listen to some of that, and feel free to put in your thoughts in the comments on that episode. Some people already did that, and that was pretty cool. A couple things got passed around on social media. We really appreciate that engagement. We appreciate the feedback that you guys give us as we put these episodes out, because we want to make sure that these are something that you're enjoying and something that you get something out of. And feedback is great for us because it sinks in with us, and we're going to change stuff if you just don't like the format. So this is completely catered to the Chuckwagon community and what you guys want to hear about, what you want to listen to, the news that you want to be receiving. So just keep that feedback coming. All right, a little bit of info. Today is August 22nd, so we're just a couple days away from being down there in Clinton. And for me personally, I'm going to be leaving Sunday morning early, and we'll head down, and I will be setting up the scene over there at the 3-star venue. I'm trying to remember exactly what they call that. Dapple has set us up so that we don't have to... Oh, the 3-star dance hall, excuse me. And Dapple has it set up to where we're going to be able to get all of our interviews and everything covered over there for the lit interviews and stuff that we'll be doing. We'll naturally be going out amongst campsites, following up with racers, stuff like that, so that we're getting really good interviews for the Great Wagon Race Season 2. Stay tuned for more there. Before I get into anything else, I also want to take a moment, make sure you guys subscribe to Relive the Ride at the Chuckwagon channel, chuckwagonchannel.com. It's $11 a month or $99 a year. Also, it's where you can see the Great Wagon Race, Season 1. Also, Season 2, whenever we finish Season 2 of the Great Wagon Race, that's, as of right now, that's where we're releasing it. That's exclusively where you can see that content and just take in that story that we're going to capture this year, which will be more focused on the buckboard division. However, there's too much good stuff going on in the Classic. I mean, we're going to be telling that story as well. And so I'm excited that we've just got a lot of good, meaty stuff to get into this year when we go down to the races. Okay, some news and notes here. Things to look forward to. The CWC Podcast will be hosting some shows down in Clinton. Right now, that's going to be a little bit limited. We're we're taking a lean approach. It's got to be a little bit strategic so that we're not just throwing shows down all the time and never going out and capturing other stuff. We do have a good sized crew this year, which is exciting. We should have like 13 or 14 people in our crew. And so it's going to be nice to kind of have that freedom to say, hey guys, we got to go shoot this over here at this camp, and we're going to be shooting the podcast over here, and we're going to be getting an interview here. That's going to be pretty awesome this year. We're going to spread a little bit further out. Most of us should have the orange shirts on that you've seen in the past. It'll be a different crew shirt this year. But yeah, it'll be very easy to find us. It should be. So Wednesday night should be our first episode that we will be filming live over there at the saloon. And I need to confirm a couple of things with Dapple still, because we don't want to have our schedule conflicting with anything going on with concerts and things like that. Obviously, but I know that they're kicking off the evening stuff Thursday with Wednesday, they'll have Lori Morgan and Leroy Parnell at 8. So I think that we will probably be recording at 6 or 7. Stay tuned and watch Facebook for some updates there. But that's how we're going to lead into the rookie races as far as something that will be released later. I'm not sure how fast we'll turn stuff around when we're out there, but I do feel like that Wednesday night episode will get out that week. If it's not ahead of the rookie races, it'll be out during the weekend. That's the plan for now anyways. And then we won't do a show on Thursday. That's the plan for now anyway. Just because Thursday is absolutely crazy. That's when we get the rest of our crew in to shoot the rookie races and even the Chuck and Buck that night at 6. So that's just such a crazy day when we've got the rookie races going on, kicking off at 1 p.m. We will be getting some of our team members their first taste of chuckwagon racing, not to mention just navigating down to the ranch and just making sure that they all get to HQ, which for us will be at the saloon right next to the general store at the top of the hill. So make sure you come over there and yeah, we're going to deploy that whole crew to really get our first taste of 2024 chuckwagon racing with the rookie races. We'll have the pasture roping breaking up the rookie races, and then there's quite a few teams competing in the rookies this year. I could see after they get that second round of races done, that's going to push us quite a ways into the afternoon to where I just don't see us trying to set something up that's going to segue between the Thursday and the Friday races. And so what we've done is we'll shoot the Chuck and Buck that night. The plan right now is to still have coverage up there at the pavilion. We're going to have some TV set up, courtesy of the Barrow Ranch and Andy Horton collaborating there to make sure that technology is spick and span, and that we're bringing just that much more value to what we're doing at the races this year. And then additionally, looking at Friday morning, so we'll have our first ever CWC pre-show Chuckwagon National Championship pre-show that it won't be live streaming, but we will be recording live. And if you want to be a part of that, the plan right now, again, check back on Facebook. The plan right now is that we will record at 10 a.m. Friday morning, and we'll be taking whatever information that we gather during the week, the information that we gather through those rookie races, and we're going to be sharing that going into the pre-races or the pre-show going into Friday's races. So that should be a fun time. That's at that point, the air is changing. The hairs are standing up on your arm. You are getting ready to get that first big opening ceremony and everything with Danny Newland and with Dean Holman and them. It's going to be really great. And so make sure that you come over there at 10 and just be a part of that if you want something else to be a spectator about while you're down there at Clinton. And that's going to be a first time ever thing for us. We're going to be learning on the fly as we do that. But I hope that we're able to kind of put our thoughts out there. We'll probably have a special guest, maybe more than one. And then we will shoot the races that day, which will go from 1 o'clock, obviously, to deep into the afternoon. And we're still confirming on what time we will have our post-race show, but that particular day, we should be looking at having not only a pre-show, but a post-race show, because that particular day, Friday, is so exciting up on top of the hill after the races. You've got the campers ranch rodeo obviously going on the other side of the ranch at the arena, but up there at the pavilion and the saloon, you've got the Calcutta at 6:30, you've got the cook-off going on at 6:30, you've got a dance competition going on at 7:30. So there's a lot happening, and I think our hope is that we can get that show going at like 5:30. So don't quote me on that yet. Keep an eye on Facebook. But if we can get that show going at 5:30, we'll have a special guest or somebody hopefully that raced that day or announced that day, and that we can weigh in and just have really good commentary to kind of follow up that first day of races. And that will also kick off Saturday for us. So it's a good one to catch because we're going to weigh in on what our bets are after seeing that first run, which is a really cool way to go into the rest of the weekend. Obviously, they have the Calcutta and they're over there putting their money where their mouth is, so to say, and just really, really leaning into the weekend at that point, because you will have seen everybody run one time we're all hoping for good weather, and we're hoping that there's a lot that we can glean from one day of races. Going into Saturday, the plan right now is that we won't have the plan is that we will not have a post-race or anything like that Saturday. But I did throw it in here that we're going to try for a pre-show on Sunday. And again, that'll be at 10 a.m. up on top of the hill at the saloon. That's where we're going to be throwing down all of our CWC shows for now. So yeah, you heard it here first. Wednesday night we'll have a show. Friday morning we'll have a show. Friday evening we'll have a show, and then Sunday morning again. So that's going to be 4 shows, and I think that's going to keep us pretty busy considering we're shooting a TV series while we're there pretty much. So if you guys have any questions or if you have any thoughts or anything that you'd like to see us talking about when we have these shows down there at Clinton, throw it in the comments, shoot us a Facebook message. Like I said, we just love that feedback. A couple more notes on the booth that we're going to have at the top of the hill. We'll be right there at the saloon next to the general store. We're going to be hopefully getting people, as they're going in and out, getting their t-shirts at the general store, getting their DVDs pre-ordered. You know, those are always going to come out ahead of Christmas. It's going to have content that you will see in that docu-series, Season 2, but you're also going to have on the DVD some stuff that we don't, it's just a different format. It's stuff that we won't have in the docu-series because it's more of, I guess I would call it like the video yearbook of the National Championship Chuckwagon Races. And, you know, that's something that we've done for so long. And the only thing that's really changed over the years about that format, it's just gotten a little bit better, a little bit cleaner, a little bit more concise. And we also generally put that content into the Chuckwagon channel where you can watch a lot of that stuff. The full race days from Clinton, those will eventually come out on the Chuckwagon channel. You know, so if your race wasn't featured on the DVD, then you can come back to the Chuckwagon channel and enjoy that. Those are all things that we're trying to do. And another experience to take in at the booth there, we would love to talk to you guys at the Chuckwagon channel booth. Come over there, please. It will not be hard to find us. We're going to have our big orange signs, all of our propaganda and everything all over the ranch. I've even had somebody say I got to order a flag so that they can hang it at the top of the hill over there. So I appreciate that. We will have t-shirts for sale. So if you are a subscriber, you will get a discount on t-shirts. If you're wanting to purchase a t-shirt, it'll say Relive the Ride right here. It'll say Chuckwagon Channel on the back, very much similar to this. It's a heather gray. It's a soft t-shirt. It's a nice shirt. You'll get a discount. I think that I was putting $5 off for if you've already subscribed. For the people that have not subscribed, we're going to be advertising to them. Please let other people know, hey, go up there to the booth, subscribe at the booth. We're going to have 2 to 4 tablets open for operation at all times with an internet connection so that people can get on there, sign up, $11 a month, $99 a year for the first time. And for those new subscribers that come up there, we will reward them with a free t-shirt. And, you know, that's how we're going to try to promote this year. We're also going to have some coasters. I don't have any of those with me. They're being shipped to Clinton right now, and we'll have the koozies and stuff like that. You know, we want to put the Chuckwagon brand out there and make sure that the world knows that we're serious about what we're doing with the Chuckwagon channel, and that we think this sport has much larger appeal than just a small community of people that are actively racing throughout the year and going to, you know, a dozen or more events. I think that this there's a movement happening right now, and we want more people to be a part of it. So yeah, I think that's about all I've got for you today. So the next episode that we're going to have is going to be Wednesday night. We'll be recording over there at the saloon. Come and see us. Come watch the show. Holler at us. I'll probably throw a couple of things out into the crowd. And last but not least, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button here on the Chuckwagon channel. Whether you're watching on YouTube or if you are watching through the chuckwagonchannel.com, we want everybody to download that mobile app. We want you to be interactive with it, and we appreciate you. So we'll see you at Clinton. We'll see you out on the track.
Thanks for listening to the CWC Podcast.